Yeah, that's a kind of a two-part question, so I'll start with the second part first. I am highly against that, and I will give you a reason why I'm highly against that. So, you can see right now, I'm African American, you see, like, my skin color. I have to use multiple different cameras just so my face comes up on video, right? And so, if you have an AI system who's written by people who don't look like me, they don't know how to write the color codes correctly into the cameras so that I actually look human? And so what happens with that, I think there's a report, on that, how they'll grade African Americans or people with darker skin worse on the AI interviews because the camera itself can't pick up our expressions. So I am, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I have multiple cameras. I have multiple lights that I have to use at different times a day. So, like, right now it's 2 p.m. It's kind of a nice sunny day, but if it was 4 p.m. and it was a cloudy day, you couldn't see me at all because the camera itself isn't made to pick up my skin color. So
Oh my,
I am
I am
right.
not aware of this. I'm not
Exactly.
aware of this.
Yeah. And so that is a daily struggle for me just with the technology, just with the hardware itself, right? Now, if we're to look at, facial expressions, there's biases like built into each system. I was working on one system once and I was like, oh, like make a professional blah 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 for this, right? And I'm not gonna call it the system because they already know who they are. And they're like, should we make them Asian? And I'm like, what? And they're like, oh, like you want to be professional. And I put a picture of myself in there and I'm like, so you don't think I look professional? It's like, oh, that's not what we meant. And it's like, so stuff like that, because who's writing the algorithms behind it? Who's writing the software behind it? So I'm highly against, having AI do any type of hiring because there's bias written into the system. So I will see it 10 toes down, don't do it. Now, what I was saying before when I was using AI to clean up my scorecards, okay, that's, my notes from a human being, clean up the scorecards. When I'm having it do my research, it's coming from a human being, clean up my research. But as far as making decisions based off of a machine looking at a human, I'm very much against that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good insight from your side. And a lot of those things I really don't understand and I don't know about it. So now it's because you talk about it, now I'm aware that this is a problem. So now I'm against it. Maybe because it's
Yeah, you can.
maybe it's also going to be, against my skin color also, right? Because I'm not white, you know?
Well, I mean,
No.
a lot of the men, and I'm saying men, a lot of the men in the United States who are building, the AI, they're either white men or Asian men, either from China or, like, India, right? So
Okay.
your skin tone would match theirs a lot more than it matches mine.
That's good to know. So
So you'll get the job, not me.
so you've trained hundreds of HR professionals on practical AI usage. So what's the biggest aha moment you see repeatedly with the individuals when they first understand what AI can actually do to them?
One of the coolest things, that I've been able to teach so far is how to prompt, right? So when I was teaching my first team, like, how to use, AI, I was like, "Okay, I'm about to make a Boolean string right now." And it's like, here's a job description. So I put the job description to ChatGPT. Here's a job description, and then I prompted it. I need to hire, 3 people in San Francisco and New York for this role. Help me break down this role. What are the keywords? What are they doing day to day? And then can you make me a Boolean string for LinkedIn? Put it in, put that prompt in, boom, Boolean string came out. And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, just copy and paste a Boolean string, put it into Google." And they're like, "You did that so fast." And I'm like, "I did that so fast." And so
That's
that's like kind of like the.
yeah, because it's like for HR to be able to do this Boolean system or some tech tech system is going to be, wow, we can do that now, And we don't even have to be certified to do that. You just have to know and then to be educated in those systems.